What if I told you that as a woman, the reported odds of getting into an abusive relationship are that 1 in 4 of you will be in one in a lifetime? When I talk about this, I want to talk about the psychological, verbal, and emotional abuse that can turn a survivor into having suicidal feelings and being told they are crazy when the perpetrator is trying to control their micro movements. There are other forms of abuse as well. I think that domestic violence is going to be the next wave of the Me Too movement, because during COVID, in one group of 15,000 women alone, women are being abused emotionally and psychologically with threats of calls to police, lawyers, having parental alienation done to them, and with the abusers playing the victim, getting them wound up to an emotional fever pitch. These are just some of the games that they play. Watch out. The abuser will use techniques of enlisting the survivor in doing abuse to themselves, gaslighting them, making her question her own reality until she wakes up one day and gets the information, hopefully. Oftentimes, women will have no support system left because she has lost all friends and family and other supports. She doesn't have a sense of her own self-efficacy, and he has taken away her autonomy. She has a bad case of learned helplessness and feels she has nowhere to turn without a support system, money, a job, a place to go, or a purpose. No longer does she know who she is because her abuser has defined her reality. The societal stigma is so great, and she feels like she's in a straitjacket. Even first responders often don't know what to look for or do in these cases. I have corresponded with women who, even with bruises all over their body in some cases when the police were called, were laughed at and not believed by authorities. Sometimes he will even pretend to fall down or make like she did something to him. This is a technique that the abusers use. So what's going on behind the masks of the narcissist? Well, they are good at presenting one version of themselves to the public. Women are counseled to remain calm if first responders are called, because they are told they will not be believed if they are at all emotional. Imagine that. Your abuser gets you wound up like a top, and you're told to remain calm with nerves of steel, as if you're in a hostage situation. There are countless stories of women being abused by narcissists. Unless you are a first responder trained in psychological, verbal, and emotional abuse with narcissists, you might see a really nice guy. If you don't know how to read between the lines and know that you're being played, you could end up putting a woman at risk for who knows what, or having a life that's destroyed psychologically. Get the training. Talk to survivors. Some of the patterns of narcissists will be gaslighting you, making you question your reality, controlling your speech and movement, threatening you in various ways with police, lawyers, etc., controlling you with sex, name-calling, running a smear campaign, and using flying monkeys, in other words, turning others against you, getting you to react emotionally and then saying they'll call the police for a wellness check, and telling you and others that you're crazy.